Jersey, welcome to the Star Ledger Newsroom Monday, November 10th. Well, Jersey City Councilman Stephen Lipsky totally, allegedly, harshed everyone's mellow at a concert for a Grateful Dead tribute band in Washington, D.C. this weekend. Lipsky was arrested for allegedly urinating off a balcony onto the crowd below. Now, Lipsky denies the charges. He says he spilled a drink on the crowd. He does say, though, that he's going to go on the wagon and he's going to quit drinking. Now, interestingly enough, this whole thing has started a debate on the website, the band's website, darkstarorchestra.net, where a lot of people are saying Steve was a frequent poster, frequent contributor, and a big fan of the band. Here's this post from RW who says, "Really? I've seen some weird stuff, like the guy that decided to get on the roof of the Lincoln Theater in Raleigh and watch the show from the ventilation shaft. But this, really? An elected city councilman? Classy." CNJ Brian has Lipsky's back on this, saying, "Steve did not wake up that day and say, 'What a great day to pee on people.' People had great disgust for me for many years and did not want me around until I got the help I needed. If all the embarrassment, pain, and regret I have lived helps me be affected in helping another, it was worth it. Let's all give positive vibes that this may be Steve's experience." It's a pretty forgiving crowd. I think Lipsky should be pretty happy that this did not happen at last night's Giants-Eagles game. All right, moving on here. With the economy tanking and the housing market in crisis, homeless shelters are bracing for an influx of people with no place else to turn. But at the same time, they're grappling with a lack of resources like everyone else. Check out the video.
Okay, if y'all there, he gonna eat, right, Nikki?
These are the moments that Darlene Moore treasures most. She didn't bond with her first two sons this way, back when she was a drug addict, in Newark, looking for her next fix. But it's different with Michael. When the state took him away, it was the wake-up call she needed.
I wanted an opportunity, and Diapers gave me that opportunity. Get yourself together, and we'll help make sure that your son stays with you.
All right. No one plans to end up at a homeless shelter, but it happens. And it happened to Darlene. But she's glad it did. She's drug-free, and she's learned how to take care of her son's asthma. She's even getting her GED. The HomeFront homeless shelter in Ewing isn't just a place to sleep. It's a child development center, a job training center, a counseling center. Women attend parenting classes and get 3 square meals a day.
I took up the challenge because it never occurred to me that we would need to do much more than tell everybody in our community, in our very wealthy community, that there were homeless kids.
The goal is to keep families out of motels and get them into programs that will prevent them from becoming homeless again.
You go in the bedrooms here and you'll see books on the floor and on the table and on the bed like in any middle-class home, which is something that's really unique. Most of these children have come to us without ever owning a book.
The financial meltdown wasn't part of this plan. Shelters like HomeFront are starting to see more people evicted from their homes. People who are just getting by, but lost their job and can't find a new one. The HomeFront food pantry in Lawrenceville is seeing heavy traffic.
On a normal day, if we was giving 40 bags on a Monday, now we're talking about 100 bags.
Shelters are bracing themselves for a wave of homeless families in the coming months.
It's getting bad out there. From one video to the next, video journalist Nair Abdu goes from the homeless shelters of New Jersey to the fashion runways of Manhattan. Check it out.
Fashion shows are a dime a dozen in New York, but how often is a pastry chef calling the shots? Once a year, the New York Chocolate Show puts models on the runway in couture clothes made of chocolate. Pastry chefs are paired with fashion designers months in advance. The theme this year was superheroes. Models strutted in chocolate bustiers, star-studded capes, and wild headgear. New Jersey pastry chef Joe Gabriel has been doing the show for 3 years. Working with designer Brandy Lunsford, the two created a design inspired by the character Lilu from the movie The Fifth Element.
When you look at everything that goes on here, it's fascinating. It's crazy to me. You know, it's a whole nother twist on what I do. It takes the monotony out of cooking every day and puts it into a whole nother direction for me.
Because the dress was made entirely of chocolate, it had to be built on the model, backstage at the show. Melted chocolate was used to glue the pieces together, and blasts of cooling spray kept the slabs in place.
On that, we thought out first, kind of visually, where we were going to go with it and how we wanted to use either different types of chocolate or different colors of chocolate to kind of add to the design.
The show included cameos by Iron Man and Storm from the X-Men. But if you're wondering how Lilu's costume turned out, we'll never know. Joe and Brandy's model, Amy Poole, fainted before showtime, destroying the dress.
There's always the sugar show piece that crashes. There's always something, and you know what? That's part of it. That's part of it. And we all know that. We all know that going in.
Wow, there really are two Americas out there. I wonder if they donated the broken chocolate dress to the soup kitchens that are needing help. But I probably should not be so cynical. The fashion show did contribute its proceeds to charity. All right, that wraps up Ledger Live for today. Keep in touch. Send us your photos, videos, emails, everything you've got. If you've got news, we want it. Shoot it to us at ledgerlive@starledger.com or log on and sound off on our news blogs at NJ.com. All right, Jersey, take it easy.